start sanding all that extra bark that's still in there. Keep going until it's like a nice smooth sapwood surface. And getting one of these foam pieces that you can put on attached to the sander. And then that way you can get into these harder places with the foam. Listen to the animals, no camo. I don't wanna keep it inside. I just wanna. 100% silicone. This portion also flattens it as you're going. 'm using ice epoxy. Nowadays you can find this at Menards. I've heard it's a good epoxy. This is the first time using it. We'll see how it goes. Should be about close to 3 gallons as long as it doesn't leak. We're gonna do some black pigment. However, we're gonna do it kind of like tinted, just a little bit of it. So here we go. Been in the mold for about 72 hours. As you see, we got a little bit of bubbles going on top. That's all right. Super low there. We're just gonna clip this edge. That's why you always make your mold a little bit bigger. Router this all smooth. Take it out and see how it looks underneath. So now we got it all level. First thing we're gonna do is grab one of our bits. This is gonna be the one we're gonna use. It's like an inch and a quarter flattening bit. I'll be able to fix it. I gotta figure it out. So to sand this, we're gonna be using like this mesh paper. It does better for epoxy. Let's get to it. Unfortunately, this piece fell off the table and snapped right on that wood joint epoxy, although most of that is wood too, so trying to figure out what to do here. I'm going to try gluing it and putting some epoxy, clamping it shut for the next day, and seeing if we can put it back where it belongs on the waterfall. So first thing I'm going to do is line it up where I want. It's obviously going to come up a little bit more, and I'm going to mark lines kind of like this that show where each dowel is going to go. Self-centering dowel jig. This one's from Harbor Freight, about 30 bucks. And since it's a miter, we're gonna have to get creative. So what I did was I found out where the 1/4 hits, and that's gonna be the line that I line up on the same line that I just drew. So let me see if I can get down here. So as you can see, I have it at the same size of the wood. Once edge is sitting on the table, but it's sitting flat. The other edge is sitting on the top of that miter joint, and that will give me the center hole that I need. And then I have that line lined up, so I'm going to hold that in place, and we'll do that for all these holes. Put the dowels in, and just be careful not to drill all the way through. I already fucked up on one of them, so try not to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some epoxy, take both these off, put the epoxy on both end grains, then we're going to clamp them together. We're going to fill the dowel rods with the epoxy as well. Whatever opening there is, because there's a slight opening in a little bit of this, we're going to pour some of that extra epoxy in, and it'll fill that gap. And then we're going to let it dry for a day and come back here tomorrow and see how it looks. Sit overnight. Hopefully we come back to 4 solid legs that we can plane down and cut down to size. Check these out, they're looking good. We're gonna run them through the planer. The overall goal is to make this square looking thing. We're gonna have a top piece. We're gonna do a half lap joint, get it as wide as the waterfalled edge. So here we go. Ready before you glue up, that way you're not rushing around. Obviously these aren't quite glued together, but you can see the lap joint. We're going to do both of these, let it sit for the night. That'll be the side legs here and there, and then tomorrow we can get the stringers that go the long side. So I'm pumped, it's coming together. Alright, it's the next day. We're gonna undo these clamps, flip this over, align everything up, and then probably put some pilot holes in for when we attach them. Just for reference, put that little piece in there, and yeah, birds and the bees it. Beautiful. She said next day, we're gonna unclamp all of this, get it sanded down, ready for finish. And we're also gonna build the drawer, and then we gonna install it onto here and put finish on everything. I've been coming up with a way to get this drawer face to kind of have a sweet detail, and I think it's just going to be as simple as putting a chamfer on it. So if that's like the drawer face, right? Top, got the base behind me, got the drawer over there, taking everything down to about, starting at 80, probably then going 120, 180, because we're doing Rubio and that's what they recommend for walnut. The top, since we have epoxy, we will be going up a little bit higher on the epoxy alone. We'll do a little bit on the bottom, at least to 120, probably 180 as well. Come this far, so why half-ass it, right? So here we go. Quick tip on anything like this, so it'll go away. Put it on my finger, rub it in. You can see, it just disappears. I gotta do that one yet, don't worry. Alright, we got everything sanded up to 180. Everything's looking great. We're gonna wet sand the epoxy up to 1000 grit. Make sure everything's totally clean. And then we'll apply the finish. I'm excited to see how this thing's looking. We'll let it sit for the night. Tomorrow we'll come and we'll put a second coat on the top, and that should be ready to go. Start with the underside of the top and then on to the base and then the drawer, and then we're gonna finish off with the top. Just save the best for last. Final product. It's one of the coolest things I think I've built to date. If you want to learn, hopefully, anything about that, feel free to like and subscribe. I'm all about it. So I appreciate you guys following along if you're still here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you when I see you.